What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We're back with another Musume video. In this video, we will be going over the new banner that just released last night, and it is Tap Dance City. I believe it was Cheese who mentioned that was one of the predictions or possibilities to be the banner, and there she is. Sadly, I will be skipping because I do want to save a little bit more as much as I can before the next banner that I will be pulling on. So I don't know who was waiting for Tap Dance City. I think it was, I haven't seen him in a while. It was Echo. I think he was the one who wanted Tap Dance City. Sadly, haven't heard from him since, I want to say, the summer or the anniversary, 2.5 anniversary. So hopefully, hopefully he pulls for her if he's been logging in still. But other than that, let's go over. Normally, I go over the comments first, but I think for like banner overviews and all that, I think it'll be better if I do it after. That way we just get it over with the overview, and then we'll just focus on the comments. So with that being said, here we have, I'll say some different name, but here we have Tap Dance City. So at level 1, 3 stars, she is 100 speed, 88 stamina, 88 power, 95 guts, and 79 wise. And at level 5, it is 122 speed, 108 stamina, 107 power, 117 guts, and 96 wise. For her aptitudes, we do have her as a turf runner, running on medium and long distance. If you really want to push her to go mile, you can always use the inheritance system to bring her E to an A. As for her strategy, seems like she's a runner, but you could also use her as a leader if you want her to be a leader. And for her growth rate, speed, stamina, speed, power, and guts are all at 10%, which I kind of like that setup as well, because it gives a little boost on guts, pretty much. Then going over her unique skill, billions of stars. If you're in the lead during the final straight, your speed will slightly increase. Special scaling are under investigation right now, so we don't really necessarily know, I guess, the scaling of her unique skill at the moment. Although it is pretty straightforward. If you're in the lead during the final straight, your speed will slightly increase, so it just works well with her being a runner. That's all I can really say. Going over her innate skills, we have Rapid. At a random point in the second half of the race, you will get a slight speed boost and your stamina will marginally recover. Then we have Fast Pace for runners. If you're in the first half of the pack, at a random point during the middle leg, your speed will slightly increase. And then Hold Your Tail High. If you activate at least 3 skills during the middle leg, your speed will slightly increase. Going over her awakening skills, we have Up Tempo for medium distance, slightly easier to take a good position during the middle leg if you are leading. Escape Artist for level 3 for runners. If you're in the first half of the pack, at a random point during the middle leg, your speed will increase. Level 4, we have Ignition. For medium distance, if you've activated at least 13 skills in a race, your speed will slightly increase. And then Tail of Victory at level 5. If you activate at least 3 skills during the middle leg, your speed will increase. That is pretty much all the skills, but we can go over the evolved skills now. From Escape Artist to Breakaway Star. Runner, if you're in the lead at a random point during the middle leg, your speed will greatly increase. And the 2 conditions are, first condition, get the Great Escape skill or get at least 2 skills for runner aptitude. And then the second condition, have at least 800 speed. Then the second one, Hail of Victory into Smooth Sailing. If you've activated at least 3 skills during the middle leg, you're currently in the lead, your speed will greatly increase. Condition 1, have at least 150,000 fans or get at least 3 speed type skills. Second condition, have at least 800 power or have at least 600 guts, which are all fairly easy to get. Skills from events, can we see them here? Nope. We have Bright Future for medium distance. If you're in the front during the middle leg, your stamina will slightly recover. Danger Avoidance for runners become a bit harder to surround in the opening leg. And Great Escape for runner. Your strategy changes to Great Escape, a strategy even more aggressive than runner. So it seems like we got another Great Escape Uma here, which I still haven't had any luck on really training a good one. Now we did get new support cards. We have the Sounds of Earth stamina card, I believe, and I believe it's Verzina for the new SR card. I think that's how you say it. And then of course their rare cards are here as well. So we do have one of the sisters of Cheval Grand here, so she'll most likely be added to the game, or at some point, maybe later on. Hopefully she does. But let's see. Sounds of Earth right here. Take a look at it real quick. We'll take a look at the skills. Last leg, straight recovery, slipstream, playtime's over. A few new skills from what it looks like, because it says it's not yet translated. Breath of fresh air during a middle leg straight, your stamina will recover. I'm trying to see how I feel about this the stamina card. Honestly, I've been spoiled with my Super Creek, so that is pretty much the only one I've been using the whole time. Where else can we get Breath of Fresh Air? I think we could get it from that Toast and Jordan Speed card. And it was like originally from the Vodka Power card. I think it's an alright. I think it's an alright stamina card. Personally, nothing really stands out to me here. So I don't think pulling is necessary unless you really need a stamina card, but I'd rather just hold off for a bit and wait for maybe a better stamina card. I don't know, I just feel like there might be a better stamina card out there than this one. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the banner overview. I mean, we can go over it real quick for just to so you guys can know. So at level 50, unique effect if there are at least 4 different types of support cards in your deck. Gain increased training. That kind of gives me was it the Satono Diamond Wise card? Friendship bonus of 30%, race bonus 10%, fan count bonus 20%, specialty rate of 65, stamina bonus 1, increased training 5%, hint level bonus level 1, hint rate up 20%, skill point bonus 1, motivation bonus 40%, and starting bond up 30. As for the skills, we have straight recovery. During a middle leg straight, your stamina will slightly recover. Last leg, at a random point in the first half of the last spurt, your speed will slightly increase. Slipstream, if another girl has been right in front of you for at least 3 seconds, your speed will slightly increase. Playtime's over, slightly increased speed when a girl has been following you for a while. The first one that hasn't been like one of the new skills, we'll call it midfielder for now. At a random point during the middle leg, your speed will slightly increase. And the second one, early stage expert, which was this one. During the second half of the opening leg, your speed will slightly increase. And then slight detour. When blocked during the last spurt, become slightly better at navigating through it. Skills from events, we have lock on for long distance. If you're in the second half of the pack during the second half of the middle leg, your speed will slightly increase. Second half of the pack, so that would work more for betweeners and chasers. Then we have straight skill, which is the top one. At a random point on a random straight, your speed will slightly increase. Straight recovery on the bottom one. During a middle leg straight, your stamina will slightly recover. And then we have like the wind. At a random point on a random straight, your speed will increase. Breath of fresh air. During a middle leg straight, your stamina will recover. And that is pretty much it for the Sounds of Earth card. It's alright to me. I mean, I like how there's 2 gold skills. And you could just pick and choose from what you want. But I think it's a safe skip if you guys are thinking about pulling for a card. I think it's a safe skip. Yeah, I think it should be okay. Other than that, not pulling on Tap Dance City as well. So yeah, we can go on with the comments now. Did see a few comments from same commenters, so we're gonna go over from kind of the order I see here. So Ren did I was aware that Ren did a comment on the video before the final day of the League of Heroes. So I'm gonna go over that comment because it did come in a little bit late, and then we'll move into Ren's comments from the last video. So we'll start off there. So starting off with Ren's comment, then I'll use Manhattan, who I actually got really happy about getting hit. Really happy about getting hit. I've been using her really, and now I can. Next choice will be Gold Ship and then Top Road. Honestly, my focus will be on Manhattan, then Gold Ship. And besides, I think Manhattan's level 5 will prove very useful. The evolved version of it is like in the back at around a point. I think that's stamina drain. Let me take a look at it. I believe it's stamina drain from what it sounds like. Or stamina greed would be the gold version, and then don't leave me for the evolve skill. Yeah, that is a pretty good skill. I think that's also one of the reasons why we have the New Year Satono Diamond. She has stamina greed as well, and also her own pink version, because it has a different name from Manhattan Cafes, right? Yeah, it has a totally different name, but the same effect from what I see here. Anyways, however, I don't have the 3 of the materials, neither the gold. But I'm going to train Manhattan the most. She's level 3 at the moment, and I, honest to God, really love Manhattan, and now I have the chance to use her. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, you could use who you want. It's more... I'd say it's more enjoyable that way. So feel free to use whoever you want, as long as you can train them in that distance. Obviously, you can raise up the inheritance regardless, so there you go. I never realized that Tokai's new outfit had an A in long distance while the others have B in long. Do they do that a lot, or... Actually, I'm not too sure. Honestly, that was the first time, I think, for me, that I noticed an Uma who normally has like a B in a aptitude and it suddenly becomes an A in one of the newer outfits they have. So I'm not too sure if that's happened before. At least I haven't noticed it until I checked out the new Teo outfit. So I don't think they do it a lot. This could honestly be the first time. And then you said, I really wonder what the next banner is. I actually ended off at Plat 2 with 23,850 points. Well, we are here, so it is Tap Dance City, as we all know by now. And, you know, you still ended up in Platinum. That's all that really matters. You still got some rewards at some point, and that's all we wanted. Then moving on to his comments from the last video, I noticed something in the first season. I didn't notice Opera was present. Feels like I've never seen the 13th episode. That horse girl at the end of the episode with a white hair strand like Manhattan's and Kita's. Although it's closer to how Kita's is since Manhattan's is like on the top. I wonder if she's just like going to be a character. Then again, we're in season 3 now and I haven't seen her. At first I was kind of like, what if that's Kita? But I remember in season 2, she and Diamond were kids. Yeah, the 13th episode always makes me wonder where it's placed. It makes me feel like it's like after everything, in a way. I don't know why it makes me feel that. Because they mention when Special Week was writing, he was talking about how like McQueen won the Tenno shows like more than once. Teo winning the Arimakinen. So I'm like, where did this happen? So hopefully, I don't know. It just feels like it's like the end of whenever. And then when they did show the, yeah, I think she's just gonna be character. We got no name or anything. And then, yeah, she doesn't really fit the timeline for her to be like, because I feel like it's at the end of like Pika or whatever. I don't know. That's just the way I seen it. Anyways, but yeah, Kita and Daya were just kiddos in season 2. And it wouldn't fit the timeline, like I said, because in that episode, I believe she did mention Ayo winning the Arimakina, so obviously some foreshadowing for season 2, I guess. I actually watched episode 7 on Wednesday. I honestly enjoyed it. However, it was kind of sad because Kita didn't want to be behind Diamond again, although she lost. So even in the winning concert, she noticed how she was still behind her, although I didn't really like how the episode just ended there. I will be going over it when we talk about the episode after all the comments, so I did kind of want to see the live, but it was still a good episode regardless. I don't know how I just noticed this, but the Umas are running in heels, and Wedding Air Groove racing in her dress looks kind of goofy to me. Does she? Yeah, I don't know how you just notice that there are Umas out there, or a lot of Umas out there, running in heels. But yeah, they be running in heels, a lot of them. Some of them be running in sneakers or boots, but a lot of them does wear heels. I kind of regret my choice at the start of the game. I picked Special Week for the character pick because I really like Special Week. Now I'm kind of wish I picked Suzuka, but now I feel like I should train Special Week again, since she was technically my first 3-star Uma. Hey, if you feel like you want to train her, just train her. And yeah, I ended up at Plat 2. I also sent another comment in the other video. Don't worry, went over it. Last thing I noticed, you said getting the Lard card would be a waste if there's a card pick. I just want to know why. Is there a new scenario on the way? I think, yeah, the only reasoning I had is only because the 3rd anniversary should be coming in about 3 months. And normally during every anniversary, whether it's the half anniversary or the yearly anniversary, we've always gotten a new training scenario. So that's pretty much the only reason why I said not to do it. If you're gonna pick the card, unless you feel like 3 months is long enough for you to just hold on to it, then fine. But personally, I think if you're okay to hold off on picking on it, then do that. If not, then I don't blame you for picking it. If you want, that more flexibility for a friend card in your training runs for the Project Lark scenario. Why do I feel like I lost the comment? Where is it? Never mind, it's right here. But yeah, there's most likely a new scenario coming up in the annual anniversary, unless they don't have it ready yet. I doubt it though, because they've been pretty consistent. But we'll see. Thanks for the video. I'm kind of excited right now to see the next banner, even though I'm like 100 gems from 5,000. Well, it is Tap Dance City once again, as we've gone over. And going over the last comment from Ren. Also, one last thing, I've started playing Arc Recode. Let's just say not to look up the game next to others, and it's okay, I guess. I've never heard of it, so I like the scenes, but that's really all. Tomorrow, though, I think I'm going to get Neptunia, Senran, Agura. It looks fun, and it's on sale from $40 to $16, so I thought, why not? I played Senran. I assume that's supposed to be Festival, not Estival versus, but it could be Estival, I could be wrong, in the past, and I think the game might be fun. And I think I'll be trying to do this FGO event for the free character they have right now. Other than that, probably sleeping. Also, I forgot to include this very important feature in the last comment. Gold Sky Bourbon Universe is giving you luck. Well, I've never heard of Arc Recode, so probably won't even look it up, or I'll probably look it up just to see it, but most likely won't play it. I've heard of Neptunia, but I don't know what games they're talking about, to be quite honest. I've only heard of Neptunia. At least something like that. But never really looked up into any of the games or all that. FGO, I've tried to play it. Probably lasted a week. And never returned. But other than that, thank you for the comments, Ren. And we shall go over Nova's comment now, which he has 2 comments from what it looks like. Yes, it's Friday again, and I'm gonna say that it's anime time. Yes, it was Friday at the time commented. Overall, I think you and I should both enjoy this episode, as we finally get to see what the Daya and Kita support cards were referring to. The Arimakinen has been a pretty great race, as we get to see Cheval and Violent Uma compete as well. The episode has a great addition with Teo and Kita moment, I guess to make up for the McQueen and Daya moment from the last episode. Makes perfect sense, or made perfect sense. The race itself was filled with emotion this time, as I believe that this is a battle between the Kita fans and the Daya fans. As a Daya fan, I am happy, but Kita performed pretty well. With Daya, I think we might get a Lark episode in the future. In this case, I'm going to be bankrupt, as all 3 of the Paris girls are a must pull for me. It would be cool to see if they do put this scenario in the anime. It would make sense to see Daya go to a Lark episode, since she did mention about going global, and that's why I guess I'll slightly talk about it here. So no, I'll just hold off and talk about this also at the overview, I guess, of the episode. So as for the new banner, I'm scared. I want the Satono to come out, but I want to save so much. I feel like I should pull the McQueen int card, but I'll make my decision before Sunday. As for Girlfriend, I have to say the MC is pretty neat, very simple and straightforward, but I wouldn't call him dumb, but just too honest to a fault. He's like the exact opposite of me, as I do have trouble expressing my honest feelings and thoughts most of the time. As for how realistic the anime is, I think it's trying to be realistic. If we want to talk about a fantasy, then it's got to be the 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really like you. That anime is wild, but it's very good in my opinion. I guess once it's finished, you can review it. I'm hoping there will be a multiple seasons, as you can tell from the title that yes, we really do have 100 girlfriends to get to. Well, who knows if there's going to be another season, and it most likely depends on the popularity, because as we all know, there are a lot of animes we've probably watched that we liked and didn't end up getting a second season for the sake of not being popular enough from most of the time, I would say. Haven't watched anything new yet, so yeah, honestly, besides Pretty Derby, obviously. So maybe starting next month, I'll start catching up on things I haven't watched it. But as of right now, I'm gonna be chilling for a bit. And going on to the second comment from Nova. Sunday night update, the Tap Tap Uma is here, and I think it's a pass for me. Sure, I do like runners, but I think I'm gonna stay for Satono Crown. Rumor has it she's coming in December. Ooh. As for the support card, it's gonna be interesting to see what people think of it. I'm hesitant about pulling for a stamina card, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of the stamina card. I just think it's okay. Not like, wow. That's just me personally. So yeah, but rumors of Sono Crown being in December, that's interesting. The real question is, will I pull? But thank you for the comment, Nova. Then we have Cheese's comment. I guess my prediction was right. We are getting Tap Dance City next. Yes, your prediction was correct. On one hand, it's good since I was barely over 20k gems, so still not enough for a spark. Had it been Pocket at the same time, I don't want to have to wait till May for her to get added. I also don't like having these gems burning a hole in my pocket, so after I heard the news, I used 5k on the McQueen's support card banner. She's so good with 0 LB, but no dice. Only got a single SSR to show for it. Stick to stamina, but hey, I'm always in need of some stamina cards. Besides, I do have stamina cards, but a lot of them are just level 30. If not, they're just event banner cards or event story cards. The majority of the time, I just use my Super Creep. In other news, we also got a new Uma announced via the Loro manga. Her name is Samson Big, and she looks just like Nadeshiko from Eurocamp, in my opinion. Fun fact about her IRL is that she has only ever won only won G3 races and moved to hurdle jumping relatively early on her career. So I expect her to be a 1 or 2 star whenever she gets added in game. I mean, she'll probably eventually also become a 3 star if she gets added. Just like Haru when she got her, was it New Year's? I think it was New Year's. I have it, but was it New Year's? I'm not even sure. Let's take a look. It is, yeah, right here. This one, I believe, is the New Year's one. Another one that also did hurdle jumping was Measuro Palmer, but she went the other way, first being unsuccessful in hurdles and then transitioning into and being successful in regular races. Some interesting facts that I didn't know about. Now, on a personal note, since you asked us what we've been up to, last week they released a new Idolmaster game, Song for Prism, and I've been trying it out. Ooh. It has a similar gameplay loop to Uma where you train your idol units just like you do in Uma, and then you use the resulting idols in the rhythm portion of the game. Oh, that sounds pretty interesting. Might check it out. Although I haven't really been consistently logging in the Million Live game at all since like I started, to be quite honest. Actually, all my rhythm games aren't like consistently logged in unless there's like an event or something. or when I just feel like playing. Normally, it's when I feel like playing or there's an event, so. I was never particularly good with rhythm games, but the training aspect of it is what grabbed my attention. There's also a card minigame like Slay the Spire when doing training to determine if you fail or not, which is pretty confusing at first, but it gets more fun as you get the hang of it. I've been watching the Million Live anime that's airing this season as well, along with some other shows. This season feels particularly stacked. Yeah, this season has a lot of anime that I would watch whether I wanted to or not. As in, like, I didn't know anything about it, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of anime that I would watch from this season. And I still need to catch up from the ones from summer, if I'm not mistaken. So, quite behind, but it's okay. It's okay, it just gives me a lot more anime to binge watch, which I prefer doing anyway. Oh, and my score in League of Heroes ended up being 29,280. That's really close. So annoying that I was basically a ticket short of Plat 4. Yeah, that happened to me in the last League of Heroes. I think I was literally like 10 points short, if I'm remembering correctly, but I know I was like, I had to get like specifically, I think, was it 900 in the last one? And I didn't. It was kind of sad. It was something like that. But I know the feels. It sucks, but it is what it is at this point. We just got the rewards because we were able to get, so that's all we got. But thank you for the comment, Cheese. And lastly, we have a comment from Eugen. Let me actually refresh real quick just to be sure there's no other comments. There isn't. All right, so the last comment from Eugen. Sorry, my nose has been actually quite itchy at the moment. I don't know why. But I feel like the sweet spot to use all the tickets is around day 5 in League of Heroes. Yeah, that's normally, I think, what I do. Oh no, when I usually save 5 tickets, yeah, and then I would save it for the final day, but I don't know what happened this time around. Just decided to do it, but we'll see what happens. Indeed, even if you are lacking in speed, it really matters how many skills you have to increase your chance to be competitive to win, just like my UF7 Suzuka with 23 skills. Actually drink a little bit of water real quick. There seems to be an increase and too many people are competing for top 96, so ranking is a bit intense to be in the top. Definitely. I checked the race on top 96 and it's pretty boring for me because I see common Umas like Helios, Valentine Fujin, Taiki, which looks very saturated to me. I just like vote those uncommon Uma regardless they win or not because you still get extra jewels. My League of Heroes final result is Plat 4 with 31,790 points. Glad to see that you made it to Plat 4. Although, I kind of wish I made it to Plat 4, to be honest. Cheese was short. So it kind of just sucks that I didn't make it a Plat 4 in back-to-back League of Heroes, but my training didn't really go too well, so I guess it's alright. It seems using single escape is no good, so I may end up using 2 escape or 3 escape strategy. Oh, are we talking about the CM? I'm going to hate Sakura Laurel again on this Chanmi. Well, I tend to hate them because I don't have the Meta Uma at my disposal. I just ended up having Sakura Laurel when I was pulling for Neo Universe, so kinda didn't want her, but ended up having her anyway, so she was one of the options I think I was gonna train anyway. Because I rarely use her, so I might as well give her some trainings. Although I have an Uma that is good for the race scores, but it's not the top tier. I'm going to think of some strategy and skills to debuffs to prevent or increase the chances of winning. 1 escape is not good this time, so I'm assuming that's what you meant by NG. That's just my assumption. But 1 escape is not good this time, so I'm thinking if I'll use normal Kita-san and Satono as 2 escape. 1 betweener strategy. Seems they're both top tier on the Arima. Who escape? Hmm. Oh, you're gonna use Saiyan Sky? I think that's what you says, because either way I have Dance Saiyan, so I need to choose either Kita or get both for all escape. Oh. Oh, wait, you're probably gonna use Twin Turbo, huh? Or get both for all escape if I drop the idea to use Satono. The Special Week Commander, obtainable through Special Week Story, is also strong to see if you look at her skills, so she is a good candidate for Betweener too. Ooh, interesting. For those who haven't gotten Special Commander Special Week, I do have a video on how to get it, so check it out. Maybe I'll put it in the description or somewhere. I'll figure it out. Just check the description just in case. So yeah, what is meta? Curse them. I'll try my best and beat them using my favorite Uma, then enjoy my win to the fullest. Yeah, you haven't really been doing the meta. I just so happen to use the meta sometimes because Kita, you know, I like Kita. And of course a Great Cat for one of the times I use her in the medium distance CMs or League of Heroes for Christmas Aguri. I'm more impressed with trainers that use their favorite Uma or an unusual Uma and feel meh. For the ones who use me due to statistic and race structure, unless it happens that their favorite Uma is the current meta. I kind of fit in that one with Kita and all that, but just ranting because they beat me out the hell of me for unreasonable reasons. Episode 7 is another great episode from Season 3. I really like the latter part that make them a race and a bit of drama. Fun facts, the jockey of Satono Diamond is Christopher Lemaire. For Kita-san Black, it's Yutaka Take. Both of them are famous jockeys, and you can see them in the latest 2.5 anniversary and pre-anime Season 3 CM in PocketTube. Oh, interesting. But yeah, it just so happened that the Umas I like are part of the meta, I guess. Other than that, that is all the comments. Now, before I go over the episode, I just do want to say that there has been some weird like spam comments going on here. Like the same set spam comments. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but it's been there. If you guys don't see it, it's most likely because I reported it, so it deletes it or hides the comments from everyone. And I don't know how many accounts they have because it just keeps popping up and it's kind of annoying. I don't know if YouTube can do anything about it, but it is what it is at this point. I'll just keep reporting it to begin with. So other than that, let's quickly talk about the episodes. So we started off with the Japan Cup, Kita winning Japan Cup, and was it Sounds of Earth and Cheval Grand got second and third? I believe that was the order. I know Cheval Grand got third for sure. And then we didn't really see too much of Cheval Grand, as after the race we just saw her walk in and then just had like, I guess like a snack or something. I don't know, breakfast maybe, because she had pancakes at the restaurant with her sisters, I would assume. I do remember her saying those were her two sisters, older and younger, with one of them being the new SR card. I believe that's her. And then what was after that? We were just pretty much going over stuff, right? Because they had Kita training or running. And then yeah, it's just bouncing around my head. Let's see. Oh, and then Kita helped out the neighborhood she usually helps out around. And then Kita was training with everyone watching her, Dio watching her. And then at the end of practice, that's when Teo and Kita had their talk because Teo decided to ask if she was busy. And they ended up just having their moment just like Dia did with McQueen, but seems like every time Teo was thinking about talking to her, or in this case, with her actually talking to her, Kita seems to be in the right mindset at the moment. So it's just nice to see them bond, how Kita was able to talk about how she made that promise with Dia and all that. And how she, I don't know if she mentioned it to her here, but how she was always like behind Dio because she was always good at things like, was it jump roping, or she would like lose in her races and all that. So she was always behind Dia, even though she was the one like introducing her to all these things and all that. I believe I got that right. And then there was the mention, or the Tono Crown getting her first G1 win. Was it the Hong Kong one? The Hong Kong G1? She did get her first G1 win overseas, and Dio was with her there and had announced that she wants to go global, which triggers the whole Project Lark thing. So we might see her there. We get an episode there. Because obviously we do see her as one of the horse girls that was in here. So I'm assuming they will go along that theme. So it might be a future episode within the next, 6 episodes? Somewhere around there. But she did say that she would have to beat Kita first, and yep. That's all I got to say about that. Other than that, just more training. More training with Kita. I think they showed Sound of Earth running as well, and then they were like, she was like, something about Goat Chips, like she's gonna try as hard as Goat Chip did, which I believe she got 8th place in the last Anima Kinen. And then Kita came out and called out Nature by calling her Nature Sensei, and everyone just ended up looking at her questioning like, why is she calling you Sensei? That was pretty funny. And haven't you guys realized that, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the first half of the anime goes by so fast for me. At least that's the way it feels, because we just go over, it feels like you just go over a couple things, and next thing you know, we're about to hit the race of the anime, and I'm just, of the episode, I'm just like, yo, we're already here. But night prior to the race, we had Kita talking with Dia because they couldn't sleep. Just talking about how they looked up, they had like these things, these qualities or traits that each other have, that they look up to, I guess. It's so funny to see how Kita's lanterns were so damaged from the animals that Dia brought in the last episode. I believe it was the last episode. But yeah, it was just nice to see this kind of rivalry, because in season 2 we did get that rivalry, but at the same time, like every time they try to race, injuries and all that just kept happening. Where in this case with Dia and Kita, it's just, this is their first race. Hopefully we get to see at least 1 or 2 more, which we probably should. Other than that, we just got the race. It honestly looked really good for Kita. But Dia was just all in a whole nother zone. Like when Kita was trying to like wish best of luck basically in the beginning of the race, Dia gave me like Rice Shower vibes when she was going against McQueen. Like that's how focused she was. But as we all know, as intense as the race was, got in the end, Daya has won the race, as we all know at this point. As a Kita fan, it does suck, but I do like Daya, so it's nice to see that she got another win. Well, sorry for that weird cut, guys. OBS just crashed, so this is funny because I was about to end the whole overview and end the video, but other than that, we just had the winning live. I don't know if that's where I cut off, but the winning live, and once again, like in the comments, like it was mentioned in the comments, Kita is once again behind Daya, which is kind of sad. But other than that, that is pretty much it for the event overview. Overall, I do like the episode, regardless of Kita losing. It was a good episode. But yeah, thank you guys for your inputs on the episode. If you guys haven't given an input yet, or I missed something, let me know down in the comments. But other than that, that is gonna be the end of this video. So if you guys did make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Like I said, if I missed something in the episode overview, just let me know down in the comments, or if there's something that you want to talk about, also let me know down in the comments. Other than that, I'm gonna be doing some training for Kita just to see if I can get a little head start. I'm not too sure if it'll be good or not, but yeah, I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. Pretty indecisive, but my plan is try and just get a better result out of it, because I'm not even sure how I'm gonna get the stats I want. Because every time I work with like trying to get stamina 1200, basically any long distance build, I have a hard time getting my speed up, so I'm not too sure what to do there. Just trying to figure it out still. With that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.